Hello, everybody. I'm very excited to announce that Advanced Systems is going to do a lead contest. It's not really a contest, but it's just a lead program that um, should help us to grow as a company and get more penetration into our marketplace. This is going to be through the end of June of 2016, starting on Monday. Um, so start looking for leads. And here I just want to just to give you kind of an overview here. I want to go through this program and I will send this document to everybody via email, but I just wanted to take some time to explain it to you. And then if you have questions, you can certainly feel free to ask me. But just wanted to run through this quick, and sometimes a video is good. So next thing here is, there's opportunities everywhere. There's all kinds of opportunities for you folks as service and admin people. People call in all the time. Maybe they're complaining about a machine getting old. You hear that as service techs. It's a great opportunity. If there's a lot of small machines around the office, that you happen to see, maybe you're an admin person and you're out in the community and you just happen to be in somebody's, like a doctor's office or the dentist's office or something like that, and you see some things, talk to them, see if there's an opportunity there. If their lease or service contract's going to expire, their service contract's very expensive, that's an opportunity. Maybe the customer says, hey, my business is awesome, it's doing great, maybe they need some more technology or something to help them to go to the next level. Maybe the equipment's not right for the job that they're doing, or their volume's really high. A lot of service guys see that kind of thing. Maybe there's a function or something that they want their equipment to do, or they have a lot of filing cabinets in their office and they can't find stuff. Sometimes that's a great opportunity to go ahead and talk to them about that. So customers complaining about printing costs. There's all kinds of different things. So bring those opportunities. So here's how this works. And either myself or Lane will send you a link that will show you basically a step-by-step through this Laserfish form that we're going to set up. But basically it's a web form that you can go in and you just fill in the blanks. Who's the customer? Who'd you talk to? What do you think the lead is for? Maybe if you have a phone number, that kind of stuff, so that you can submit it to the sales rep, and they'll look at it and they'll say, oh, that's awesome, and they'll call and they'll follow back up with you. But I'm encouraging you to follow up with them. You will get a thing that says that the sales rep got it, and whether it's qualified or not, and I'll tell you more about what is a qualified lead and what's not. But I encourage you guys to follow up with your salesperson and find out, hey, what's going on with that lead I gave you? I want you all to be interested in the sales process and what's going on with the sales that are out there. I want us all to be excited about our growth and how we're progressing as a company and what opportunities we're winning. So follow that sales process through to its completion. You're going to get something that tells you when that lead is sold, if it gets sold. So get the leads, turn them in, use this Laserfish form, and it's pretty simple. And you just hit submit at the bottom, and it'll send it off to the sales rep who needs it. And you earn money. How much money? Let's just see. Oops, there we go. All right, so here's how we pay out on these things. So you start gaining some money here. So all leads down here they're all good for $5. Any qualified lead is gonna generate a $5 check for you. But if it happens to be for a new customer, somebody who's not our customer now, and we'll define what a new customer is a little bit later, but essentially they haven't paid Advanced Systems any money for the last year. Those are worth an extra $20. And then if it's one of these kinds of leads, so a production print or Laserfish or MPS or PaperCut or something like that, that lead claim is qualified as a solution lead, and so then you'll get an extra $20. You could earn just $45 just for the lead alone if it's a qualified lead, and it counts for all three of these. And then there's a gift card club. So if you turn in 10 qualified leads in a month, then you get a $25 gift card. On the day of the drawing, I'll explain what that is. There will be a drawing, and all leads that are approved and qualified by the 10th of the month, they go into this drawing. If that deadline gets missed, then we just move to the next month. I give you kind of an example here, but yeah, so here's what the drawing's all about. Got some big cash prizes there, but essentially we have a little wheel that we spin, and it'll have different dollar amounts, but every qualified lead will result in one ticket going into a hat. For every $10,000 worth of so if you turn in a lead and it turns out to be a $30,000 sale, then you'll get 3 tickets for that. And then if they're a new customer, you'll get an additional ticket. So pretty lucrative if it's a big deal. You could get 8 tickets just for one production print lead. And on the third Monday of every month, we'll do this drawing and then pay it out on your check on the 15th. But here are the monthly prizes. Now I'm going to tell you, there's a lot more $50 prizes than there are $200 prizes on the wheel. But we'll award 3 cash prizes each month. And then yearly we'll do this, and there'll be three winners, and if you win, then you're done. You can't win twice on the same month. So once you've won a cash prize, then we go on to the next person and pull another ticket out. And whoever's name is on that, we spin it again. So you could win some pretty good money doing that. Now, you also get money if the leads get sold. So this is what you get if it's a qualified lead, $5. Plus, if it's a new customer lead, you get $20. Plus, if it's a solution lead, you get another $20. But if it sells, then you get this. So MFPs are all of our Canon and Xerox and Lexmark and Oki stuff. A4s are the smaller desktop ones, so forth. You got wide format, your printers, your MFPs. MPS, if you get an MPS solution sale, it just depends on how many printers there are, how much you're going to get paid, and you kind of double up with the printers, so that's pretty sweet. And then software, you get 1% of the total software sale, and that's for the software portion of the sale. So they have to be at CC, at or above CC. If we have to go below CC, then you'll get 50% of the lead check on that. So some pretty decent money. I want to give you some definitions here. This is kind of important. What is a qualified lead? So if the customer shows some interest and you talk to them and you say, hey, would you be willing to have a rep stop in, then that's what you want to do. Then you go ahead and you submit it through the Laserfish forms thing, and it'll go to the sales rep, and the sales rep will either qualify it or not based on whether or not they can get in there. And there's some more definitions that'll kind of explain that. So a sold lead is if you've got a qualified lead out there, and as soon as it gets sold and the sales order has been invoiced, so we've billed the customer, then it's sold, you'll get paid your sold lead commission as well. If it's a new customer, how do we define that? Basically, they have no active contract with Advanced Systems, and they haven't purchased anything from us in the last year. Okay. An unqualified lead, it just might be something that the customer, when we call as sales reps, we call and the customer shows no interest. Or if we keep trying to call, we call 3 times and we can't get anywhere with it. It might come back to you as an unqualified lead. If the sales rep's already working it, then yeah, that's not a qualified lead either. And if it's already been turned in as a lead, well, that's not going to work either. That's unqualified too. And if it's turned in for an ineligible product, which I'll explain in a minute. Lost leads are basically, you turn in a lead, you got your qualified lead commission, but we lost the sale. That just means that you're not going to get any kind of commission on the sale. So just keep watering your money tree down here, and keep adding more and more leads to it, and the more you'll get paid. So here's kind of the rules. These are the rules. So basically, eligible employees are service, admin, and support personnel, unless otherwise specified. But non-eligible employees are Dave Quint, myself, Don Hinkle, Betty, so department heads, outside equipment and solution sales staff. So the sales reps, I encourage you guys to turn in leads for each other and stuff, but you're not going to get a lead commission off of it. And then the sales managers too. We should be working towards that anyway. So what can I turn a lead in for? We can turn a lead in for just about anything that we sell, any product, and in some cases services, contractual services. So somebody wants to put a copier under a service contract, you could turn that in as a lead if you wanted to. An ineligible thing would be leads that are turned in for like a time and materials service. So like somebody calls in and it's just a time and materials call, or there's no leads for supplies and or parts. So those aren't eligible. Walk-in customers are not eligible. So if a customer's walking in on their own to any of our locations and they inquire about our products, it's not eligible for a lead. Don't turn it in. And if a customer comes in for some other reason and you're able to spark their interest in some service or whatever, you can turn that in. So can I turn in a lead for each product on one customer? No. If the customer is interested in multiple products at once, turn in one lead for that customer and note what they're interested in. If it happens to be a solutions thing, then you get paid extra on it. If there's a duplicate lead, whoever turns it in first is the one who gets it. Just like sales, the one who sells it first is the one who sold it. So with leads, it's the same thing. If you get 2 service calls on one piece of equipment and the second service tech turns in the lead before the first one does, then that's the one that gets it. How do I turn in a lead? We'll send out a link on that on how to do it, but basically it's a Laserfish Forms lead link, and it's just a web submission form, and basically you fill in the blanks and send it on in, and it'll walk through a whole process, and you'll be able to track what's going on. So that is it. I'm super excited about this, guys. I think it's going to be a great way for us to all be working together to accomplish the same things, to grow as a company. It's time to get going. So start looking for those leads, and anything you can do to help, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.